Okay, let's begin. Welcome to Studio Cafe 315. I'm Roseanne Perla, and tonight we are doing a scrapbook page, which is going to lead to an event that I am in the process of setting up. I have it set up on my Stampin' Up web page, and I also will have it up on my blog and on my Facebook page, which is my business page, and it will be set up actually also on my group pages. I have different group pages depending on if you're a customer or just a public page, etc. This is my very first 3 layouts, 6-page live that I will be doing as a tutorial. It's a free tutorial, all 6 pages. It will be an unlisted event. So if you purchase the scrapbook suite Halloween workshop kit, it's roughly $36, $37. I can't remember exactly the price. It might be on my list over here, though, and I could tell you exactly what it is. You will have access unlimited. It won't delete ever to the YouTube unlisted live. So it is the workshop kit looks like this. You would get all of these items. I have them here. It is $36. You could earn $3.60 in Stampin' Rewards. You must purchase it with me to get this tutorial. I will send you a PDF as well with the pictures of each of the pages. Today we're going to do one of the pages so you can see what this is like. Let me get my lights on here. I'm not going to heat emboss, so I don't need that. And I am doing lots of kit classes. Tutorials are kit classes or classes. And different types of tutorials this month. So please look out for those. So my pages are going to be very different from the layouts that you will see. They do 6 layouts. They give you the directions, and you will be able to also make some of these as well. I'm giving you 6 different ones. They will not look like this. You will see that when I show you the first page. What is included in this kit for $36? You will get, it makes 3 2-page scrapbook spreads. They give you the directions. The colors are basic black, delightful daffodil, granny apple, green, petunia pop, and pumpkin pie. The kit includes one of each item listed below, and they are listed, and you can look them up. It is item number 166792. Step-by-step instructions, and I will also give you step-by-step instructions, including a video. 10 sheets of designer series paper. We actually will be able to make it together on the 2nd, and then it will be recorded. So on YouTube is an unlisted video. So then you will have, I will send you the link to the unlisted video, and that's the only way you can access it is with that link. So someone who has not purchased the kit and is not my customer is not able to view that unlisted video. So 10 sheets of designer series paper, 6 sheets of 2-tone cardstock, 4 sheets of white willow cardstock. And so you're going to need 2 more sheets of white willow cardstock if you don't have it, and I'll show you it in a minute. 3 sheets of printed stickers and pre-cut images, photo placeholders, additional products needed. Stampin' Seal, Stampin' Dimensionals. If you don't have a paper trimmer, I suggest that you get one. Any paper trimmer will do. I will be listing all of these items in the supply list. And Granny Apple Green Stampin' Blends Combo Pack. And I'm not using the Stampin' Blends, so you don't need those. But if you want them for the other pages, then you would need the pumpkin pie ones and the granny apple ones. Um, so, and it's limited quantity, so as it, you know, lasts, that's when you'll have it. And all of the papers are included, except you will need 2 more white sheets. Okay, you can take a picture screenshot of this so you can get in touch with me or go back to this video. I probably will post this video tomorrow. Okay, so let's get started. This is how I start. I have a mat. It's a 12 by 12 mat, so it measures up everything exactly. And even if you're not interested in purchasing anything, also I'm going to use these, so I will have this on my supply list. If you're not interested in purchasing it, but you just want to watch me do this video, that's great, because you still will get this free tutorial of this page today. And the White Willow cardstock is the 12 by 12 cardstock. You will get 3 sticker sheets, a ton of ephemera in this workshop, and we will be using that and anything. Today I'm going to be using a piece of vellum, and I might use it on the other sheets as well. Here's the pieces. You can cut these out, or you can get the dies and stamp set, the stamp set and dies. Okay. Today I am using these letters, which are the alphabet a la mode dies. There are 52 of them, multiple letters, and I will show you how I use those. If you don't want this extra, that's okay. Okay, or you can just buy the stamp set and not the die cuts, and you can cut these yourself. You don't need the die cuts for them. This one does not have a die cut, but a couple of these do have a die cut. So cute. This paper is so adorable. You can tell I used the other half sheet of this. These you can cut out individually, and the back side is a pretty storm. Each one of them is like a stormy Halloween colors. This is one of the layouts that they did. Mine are going to be very different. And here's another one with all of the candy and then that dark color. This is lime green. They suggested granny apple green, and I also use lime green, and this one I used as well. So these are the ephemera pieces. Ephemera are just cutouts. They're die cuts that are already done for you, that are perforated, and you just cut them out. So we will be using this, of course. There are 2 sheets of die cuts. Another sheet of DSP. Again, you get 2 sheets of each of these. Here's that other sheet, and I think that's it. Oh, these labels, which you can use. Here's another layout that they did. It's all online. It's all on my webpage. And you get 3 sticker sheets. So I cut out trick or treat, but the other sticker sheet has trick or treat on it. And we will be using some of these today on this layout. Okay, so let's get started with the 12 by 12. This is the Willow White sheet. Okay, and I like, you will be able to see the measurements. Let me just see if, I think I need to go a little bit out. Okay, so you will see the measurements of each of these and where I'm placing them. You can take screenshots. I don't mind. This is a free tutorial for you. And what I do is I use my mini blue dots. Okay. And I put 4 of them down on here in the corners. So then I can keep this in place. And it comes right up. It does not stick. And I am going to start out with this piece. And what I did was I took this piece and I tore the edge of it, and it gave that white edge. I'm going to place it right about there, around the 10. We'll see. I might lower it. And then I cut this DSP, and I was thinking about cutting this out and raising it and doing the separate houses and layering them, but instead I'm not going to do that. I am going to put this here and just layer that on it. Okay. And I am going to take some ink. I'm going to use Smoky Slate, and I'm just going to gently put it on there. But first I'm going to take my ruler because I want to extend this pavement. So I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to lightly draw in the lines. Now this is optional. Maybe you don't have Smoky Slate and you are on a budget and you are not going to purchase that right now. That's fine. And depending on the number of people, if I have 5 or more people sign up for this tutorial and purchase the kit, I will be giving out a prize during the tutorial. And you don't have to be present. As long as you purchased it and you are signed up and I sent you the link, I will have you on that list and will contact you if you want it. I do a Google wheel spin, so I put everybody's name on there that is purchasing this tutorial. And the tutorial is actually free because you're getting the video and everything free. It's what you purchase. And I will send you, I can send you the shopping list. You can contact me through email. I'm just going to push this over and I'm gently going to use my brush to brush this, but I need a piece of paper to rub off. So these are the extras. This is what makes it, you know, above and beyond and special. I need to order some more brushes. Yeah, this one's got stuff on it. Just gonna rub it off. Although it does look good, it's a great color for this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is take Smoky Slate and I'm gonna rub it off here. And then I'm just gonna gently, just soft, and rub that in on the sidewalk and extend the sidewalk. And you'll see, I'm gonna make it look really cool. Okay, that's good. Let me get this corner. Okay. I didn't want to leave it white. Okay. Now maybe you have another color that you can add to this. Okay. I am going to not permanently seal this down. On my list is Stamp and Seal. not the Stampin' Seal Plus. There are two of them. Stampin' Seal Plus is like for cardboard and boxes and things that you really want to stick. So I'm gently putting this down. I'm doing a rough placement. And you should do that as well, depending on how many scrapbook pages you have done. When I'm doing this live, I like to roughly put it down. Okay. So if you are a beginning crafter, you might have a lot of things that you think you might need. You should always go over your list a couple times. I'm going to use the new vellum and put that right over this so that it gives it that spooky look. And I am going to do, for this layout, now if you don't like this size photos and you have some other size photos, but if you don't have your photos yet, this is perfect. I'm going to do 3x3s, and these are the mats, by the way, that they say that, you know, the photo mats. So if you don't have the photos, but you know you have to order them and go through your photos, especially since you obviously, unless you're doing previous years, you don't have your photos yet for Halloween. I think the trunk or treaters around here, we do trunk or treat. And there's one next weekend. The area towns all sponsor them, and different things they sponsor them. So these are 3x3s, the photos that I wanted to include on here. And my title is going to be Trick or Treat. Also, I popped up my photos because I don't want the rest of this layout to take away from the photos. Now, what if you wanted to do a 4x6? So a 4x6, you could do one here, and then you could do another one, and maybe by moving it over, you could do maybe some journaling, or you could do a larger photo, and you could do something like this and put them and then just cover this up, and that's fine. Or you can do a long 4x6 and just cover up a little bit of it and keep this 4x6 like this. You can also use the flip flaps. I don't know if you know about the flip flaps, but you can include flip flaps. You can, if you had a bunch of 3x3s, you could do 4x4s here as well. You could do 1 and 2 4x4s and then have flip flaps. Let me just grab a flip flap to show you what a flip flap is. If you're not familiar with a flip flap allows you to put multiple pictures on one layout. There's a 4x4. Okay. They come in different sizes. I'm not sure what Stampin' Up! Carries right now. And I wasn't going to, I'm gonna sort of slant these. I wasn't gonna keep them straight. But here's a 4x4. So this is what a 4x4 looks like. And if you wanted to mat it, I put the dimensionals on the back to push it up a little bit from the page. So you could do 2 4x4s. But if you have 4x6 photos, these are flip flaps, and you could do a flip flap this way, okay, and you would put the photos in there back to back, okay, and then you would flip it out. And you could put a journaling piece on the bottom and have a journaling piece underneath. Okay. I did not accommodate this. I do have 3x3 flip flaps somewhere, but so you can do different sizes. That's my point. Okay. So you don't have to stick with these this size, and if you want to, that's great. You can always get photos printed 3x3, 4x4, 5x6, and very inexpensively. But this is another thing that you could add on to your order if you are thinking that you have multiple pictures and you want to, you know, get more pictures on one page because they all have to do with one theme. That's great. Okay. Okay. So up here, I am going to put trick or treat, and I think I'm losing my letters. Here they are. I did those alphabet a la mode, which was a great alphabet set that I'm sure is still available. It was out during what was I thinking? During the January sale. So put this away. I'll make sure I got all of my letters. They went flying over there. Okay, so I put this on the list, the adhesive backing to these. It's the adhesive sheets, and they are so easy to use. What you do is you take a piece of your paper, like this paper, and before it was cut out, it was a whole piece like this, and I want to cut out a die cut, and I want to make it a sticker. And that's basically what you do. So you figure out the size, and they come on, you know, bigger sheets, obviously, and you stick this piece onto here by peeling this off and getting the sticky side. And of course, I have no nails, but techniques. You will learn a lot of techniques if you've never used any of these. So this is the sticky side. So what I do is I undo it, and I stick that little piece on there, and I cut it to fit, okay? And then I put my die on there, in this case, the alphabets, and I run it through my die cut machine. Okay, let me see where I'm at here. I know I pulled it out. So I'm going to do trick or treat here and lining it up. And this is why it's really good to have this mat or any mat with the inches, so you can actually see how much, you know, how close you are. Trick. And I did or. So that's roughly 3 inches. I'm going to do or in black. And this is pumpkin pie. All of these are pumpkin pie. These are two-sided colors. Treat. A. Let me check for another T here. What I do is I keep all of my die cuts in a bin. And all of the pieces to this. Here's the T. So I have them all in here. And I have all the die cuts, all the pieces in here. So I'm going to be using this a lot. Treat once I embellish it. Okay, so trick or treat. And I'm going to line it up nicely. I'm going to do that next after I get these down. Okay, you can use your tape runner for this. Okay. And I'm going to leave those marks there, but they're going to be covered up with this. Yeah. So now they're a little bit off. I'm going to keep it there. Okay. Yep. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to tack these down. I'm going to put this down first. Let's attach everything. I know it's at 2.5 to 6.5. I never use glue on my pages. Two and a half, I said. Oh no, it's right here. Where did I get 2.5? Okay. This is going to go down, and I'm just going to use just a little bit of tape. It's really, you really don't notice it, and you can cover it up if it bothers you. I just like the look of it. So, and I probably would have gone even wild with this, and I'm giving you some ideas, like cutting out the fence and adding the fence with dimensionals, and then the houses and backing them up with black paper. But we also don't have, with the kit, we don't have a lot of materials to waste, because you want to be able to put everything together. So, but there are options, and if you have more materials and you want to do that kind of thing, by all means, I'm giving you the ideas to even go even more above and beyond and make it yours. Okay, you get this idea and then you go with it and you make it yours. Always. Okay. I want you to be able to see the spider web there. There were no spiders. Well, there is a spider actually that I can cut out. And then the die cuts that go with the spooky Halloween stamp set are awesome. So there's a couple of them that I really, really like. Okay. So these are dimensionals, if you don't know what they are. I tend to give details like this to beginners. So if you know what they are, great. You can comment. I don't have my iPad up right now, so and maybe you don't like them crooked. Maybe you want them straight. That's okay. It's yours. So you do what you like to it. I'm not saying that you have to do what I'm doing. I'm giving you my plan and what I have created. And this takes hours to put together and then do the social media for it. So I probably started working at 3 o'clock today, and I haven't stopped yet. Because it's important to get all of these layouts ready. And the event is on November 2nd, so it's right after Halloween, so that you will be able to put your scrapbook pages together. put more on this one. Oh goodness, I didn't mess that up. I'm going to pull it gently off and move it over. I'm using my measurements. So if you don't seal them, which I didn't like push them down really hard to seal them, you can easily get them up. But if you let them sit for a long time, you will not be able to remove them. So that point is just above the half. And it's about right there. And then this one. A little down. Okay. The letters. I want to, let me put this one back. I want to do a little bit of color there for the letters. I'm going to use pumpkin pie. I was going to use green, actually, not pumpkin pie. I'm going to use the lime green. I could use granny apple green. Use the lime green. And my piece of paper again. What I do is I gently put, oops, I use my pumpkin pie. Let me get my green. Okay. I don't have one for every color because there are 50 something colors. I have and this is going to be very, very subtle. Not like down there. Below. Okay. And I think that's about it. I might get one little bit in here. And I am not really even putting very much pressure on here. Okay? Only because I don't want it to be white. I don't want it to just be white. Okay. All of our inks match our papers, our cardstock, and our markers. Okay? We have the Stampin' Blends, and we have grab my Stampin' Blend. I have Mossy Meadow. Okay, I'm gonna grab a regular marker. These are they're no longer doing the Stampin' Right markers, and this is the Granny Apple Green. Okay, it's two-sided and it'll blend nicely. I'm going to show you on a technique where you take your marker and this piece, not the bottom because you'll wreck it, and you splatter. And little splatters are coming out. So I wanted to try the splatter. I could do it with there we go. And I want light splatters anyways. Okay, that's good. I don't have very many Stampin' Blends yet. But I do have all of the Stampin' Right markers, and I love them because they are great for writing. And so if you have a card and you want it to coordinate, I could do pumpkin pie. I can do any of the colors because I have the coordinated colors. This is our paper trimmer. It has the dark blade, which is the cut blade, and this is the scoring blade. And the arm, which goes to 17 inches, if you can see that. So I love the paper trimmer. I've had mine for a year and a half. Okay, let's get in view. And I am going to lean over to do this. And then after we do this, we just have to put some embellishments on and add some of the little items to this. So I'm going to start at 1. I might want to move it. So I'm going to do this again. Sorry. This is a great way to do a title if you don't have, and you want something different. But we do have Trick or Treat in one of the sticker sheets. So, but I wanted to show you this as well as Cricut or Silhouette or whatever you have that you make scrapbook titles with. You can do that as well. So I am going to move this over a little bit because I want to be able to put in on both ends some ephemera, embellishments, etc. So I am going to lift this off. Again, I didn't stick it down, so I'm going to start at 2. Now I am sticking it down. And I did pre-lay out this. Of course, I will have everything. I will have a PDF for you and everything. So if you're interested. I will know if you purchase, you know, the items or you purchase just the kit. I will know, the workshop kit, I will know that you are getting it, and then I automatically send you an email, reach out to you, and I will send you the link about 3 days before, but it won't be up and running until I do that live on November 2nd. So once you have these as stickers, they are very easy to work with and to line up. As you see, I am doing this, and it's not like I've had a lot of practice in a while. I haven't actually used these on a scrapbook layout. And I am going to use a little embellishment here. I am going to use the here's the bat. That would look really cool right there. This is one of the cutouts. And I could emboss this, put 31 on there. I'm going to use, okay, I have ones with my dots already. There's so many great ones to use. These are some of the cutouts. Okay. So I'm going to pop these up with dimensionals. This one has a little bit of a glue dot pad on it. I already had one all set up with dimensionals, but I'm going to do this and make a little I wish I could interact and do that. Maybe I will grab my iPad in a minute. I'm going to use a ghost. These ghosts for the trick. There's also another set that you can get and cut out and stamp and put these on a different page. They're great. I will put all the suggestions up, and then you can choose what you'd like to put on there. Please leave comments. I will answer your questions after. I have them here. I'm going to cut out another one from another page. So get two of them. I have the banner. And I'm going to use the banner. Trick. Here's that spider thing. And some bats. Okay, and then I want a treat. I'm going to go 2 in and start the R there and go backwards. And 2. Be right about there. T. R. You're like, what are you talking about? T goes here. So we're going to move it over. 1, 2, 3. T, R, E. Once you have the sticker, you're going to have to cut it, but it's going to be a lot easier than this. But I love these, so, and I will do it differently. Trick or treat, and then I want a little bat here. And my O right here. Okay. Trick or treat. So it has to start at the 2, which is, so maybe we can't do the bats. And we're going to do or, and I'll use some embellishments. And so you're going to start at the T at the 7, R, E, A, T, and ending on the 10. Okay, let's stick it down. You have to have patience. You can't just go fast and haphazardly. I see crafters do that and then they're unhappy. So take your time, make it yours, and let it come out really well. And this is crafting live. Most scrapbookers just record. But if you like my layout and you like my style, it's going to be not simplistic and not advanced. I'm right sort of in the middle because I want to hit, but you can go advanced easily. And I give you some ideas on how to do that. Like use the Cricut. Use I don't know, this is not as close as the other one. It might be the this one. I'm going to move down a hair. It's just a hair. This one. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put the adhesive on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this glossy part and run my tape runner, or I'm going to use glue, which I said I don't do, but just for this little piece, I'm using the liquid Tombow glue. Actually, you know what would be better is my liquid glue in my little thing. I highly recommend you use the sticker sheets for these intricate ones because getting the glue on here is very tricky. But we do have a glue that is, has this tip. I probably have it here in my stuff. And I will put that on the list as well. Because it's not really liquidy and it comes out, you just need a teeny bit, as you can see right there. And I'm going to grab my tweezers to hold it. Here I go, left-handed with these tweezers. I always drop it. Now you are limited on time when you use liquid glue, because once you get it down, that's it. It is stuck there. Okay. You don't need much. Okay. There you go. Trick or treat. I want to pull them up and move them over a little bit to even them out. But I don't know if I can get this one up without wrecking it. I'm going to leave it just like that. Trick or treat. Off. Maybe I should push it back over and do a little embellishment. Okay. Put that there. And I have a silver. I cut out of the silver paper. And I'm not seeing any of my things now in this container. Let's finish this off. Here's the tree. Here's my silver. Here's my banner. I'm going to put in that on dimensionals. I don't have it on dimensionals. Maybe I cut out an extra. Eek. Okay. Okay. So put that on the corner here. Okay, and then the little spider on top of it. I don't think we need eek. Not on this one. Oh, there's my web right here. Okay, and then I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I was gonna add some bats on here. I am going to trim this. This is where I start cutting things. And I'm going to fussy cut around this little spider. Because who says he has to stay like that? It doesn't. So while I'm fussy cutting, this is how you fussy cut. You move the paper around. That's much better. And now I'm going to take a mini dimensional. And I'm going to stick that on there. And this is a die cut. I did on silver with the dies from Spooky Halloween. And I'm just going to put little dabs of glue in between the webs. I've been scrapbooking for many, many years. My daughter's 29. But even as a teenager, I had albums. They just weren't these kinds of albums. They were those magnetic sheets and the terrible mess of albums that were really poor quality. And those sheets were horrible. Okay. I had this in the corner. Yeah. And where's my little spider? Don't even tell me I lost him. Here he is with the little dot. The mini dot. Put him there. Okay. And down here, I'm going to add a friend or two. I know I wanted to add this pumpkin. And now I didn't allow for journaling on this page. It's going to be on the second page. An option is to put journaling strips down here. And I could journal a little bit down here. I'm always going to give you options. Okay. I was going to add some ghosts in here or around here. Now, if you wanted it child-friendly, you would add the little princess. Okay. You could add the princess trick-or-treating. If you wanted it more teenage or adult, I would not add that. I would just do ghosts. I would do a tree. I would do something like that. Maybe the tree over here. Okay, bringing in all of these. And then, of course, your pages. Oh, I did cut out a spider too. That spider would be great. And I have cut out bats because if you get the die cuts and paper, you can cut out the bats. Okay, so there's a lot of extras you can do. And I'm doing this for this video so that when I sell it, that's how it'll come out. Okay, so you have options. Yes, definitely have options. I just don't want you to have pages that look like that. Okay. Okay, and you won't. I'm looking for my flamingo. My flamingo lady. But leaving it as an adult page, I would leave it like this. Trick or treat. And I would leave it like this. I'm going to put a little dimensional on that. And I was going to use the stickers. And add this sticker. There's my flamingo. Flamingo, where would it be? And the ghosts. So these stickers are high quality. They're very thick. As you can see, they're not flimsy. I didn't stick these down very well. Okay. She is, I'm going to pop this piece out. She's trick-or-treating. Okay, and that is almost it. I'm going to add a couple of these. If you do not have the one tool I would say get, if you do not have it, you will need a paper trimmer. So that is the one suggested tool that I would add on if you don't have it. If you are going to spend $35, we have a join deal till the end of the month. So you can join for $35. You can purchase the kit for $35, and you can begin as a enthusiastic scrapbooker, crafter, paper crafter, whatever you would like to call yourself, or card maker if you're only a card maker. I do both. I do card making, I do paper crafting, I do all sorts of things. So you will see a lot of different videos that I do. I like to do fun decorative things as well. And you definitely will need a pack of these. Okay. I still want to add something here. We need something here. One more guy right there. Okay. Some more dimensionals. And Okay. Okay, so page 2, its partner on the right, will be similar but not exactly the same. It's going to have different size photos, um, and it's going to be similar but not exactly the same. Okay, so just so you know, it's going to be a little bit different from this page, of course. It even the houses, this piece is not going to follow through and look exactly the same on that side. Um, so, and we're going to have journaling, so we'll have journaling up on there. But this is page 1 of layout 1. Okay, and there will be 6 pages. So yes, you can join my team. I am and I have stuff on Facebook. I am looking for new team members. I am enlarging my team and adding to my team. And one way is to purchase the kit for $35, and you will get a free paper pumpkin kit, no shipping, and you can pick $125 worth of product. So if you need a mini embossing machine, you could get that with the 125. It is, I think, $69, something like that. But you could save that and get other things, like get this kit for $36 and get a paper trimmer for $28, and you still have half of your money left or more. You will get all your paper products. You will get a set of catalogs. You will get business materials. Those are all free. They're separate from your $125. So you're paying $35 to get $125 worth of product. So if you're spending $36 on this kit, basically what you can do is purchase and become a demonstrator, and you can join my team. I'm an excellent leader, growing team with lots of help, and lots of little gifts and items and freebies and things, and tutorials are free. So like this tutorial, they get this tutorial for free, my teammates, members of my team. And not everyone does that, so it's a great deal. The other way is spend $99 and you get $189 worth of items that you can pick. So you could get the bigger embossing machine, but if you want to continue on and qualify, I'd say spend the $35 and get the $125, and then down the road buy that machine when you have to do your qualifying. And it's a $300 minimum, so $100 a month each quarter to maintain and stay as a hobbyist. Get a couple of friends and get a couple of orders, and you're all set every month. So, you know, if you have a few people added on, I'm going to add a little bit of tape right there. You are all set. There is an informational meeting, so if you'd like to reach out to me, I have one person that is going to attend the informational meeting on Wednesday with me, and I will be attending with you. There's huge support. I've been taking all of the classes and all the support and onboarding that they have given me. And I continue to do that. So it's free, so why not? And I'm learning as I go about running my business. So thank you for watching. And if you reach out to me on anything, questions on the layouts, questions on the kit, questions on becoming a team member, questions on shopping list, or maybe just questions on what should I do? Should I join? I'm thinking about joining. I think I could do that and manage that. And if you can't manage it, I mean, the questions and answers on Wednesday night, it's a free Zoom. I'll send you the link and sign you up. You will be able to ask any questions you'd like, and they should be able to answer those questions. And this isn't the first one they've done, so they're getting, you know, more and more questions and everything. So please, you know, think about it and reach out to me. Let me know before Wednesday, okay? Even if you're just curious, reach out and let me know before Wednesday. But you have all month to join. So if you're still thinking about it and you have questions, I can answer those questions as well. Thank you for following along, and have a good night. Thanks. Thanks for watching.